Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is the next in the Blender tutorial watch along series for the 1905 Star Gordon Bennett race car. And in this episode we'll be doing some treatment to the front axle and the wheel hub. In these images you can see that the axle runs into a stub axle into here, and we've got this detail at the back here. Ours doesn't quite look like that yet, but it will do. And this other image, you can see this protrudes a bit more, which this doesn't, and the axle sits a little bit lower, so not quite sure how it's connected to that stub axle there. So what we'll do initially is to run this axle to here, and then when we do the stub axle we can lower it into its proper position. Anyway, so let's get into it. For this I only need this part that I've highlighted plus the stub axle part. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all we need. So select those two, press the / and go into local view. Let's disable the mirror and the subdivision surface for that, and also for that. So we've got two objects. So the first thing to do is, actually I'll put the subsurf on for this. Right, so first thing we want to do is this as a gap. So what we'll do is to increase the diameter. We'll see it better at the back. So going to select this and put the subdivision back on. Go into this, select it, press tab to go into edit mode, and press S. Let's just scale it up a bit to about there. That looks about right. Okay, so that's that. The next bit is to press tab and go into object mode, choose this object. We need more definition. It's still not quite. That's still not quite right at the front here. So let's go back into this. Right. Tab. Right, let's go back a few stages. So if we go back a few stages to there, I think that's where we were originally. Right, okay, yeah. So tab to go into edit mode. Press 1 on the numpad. We only want to select this, so B, range select, so Z to go into wireframe. Let's select this for a start up to here, and then zoom in, and we want, let's have a look, so press Alt and Shift and highlight that, and Alt and Shift and highlight that. Now we need to scale it up, but we need to scale it up in bounding box. So click on this and click on bounding box and scale. Press Z, go into solid mode. Let's have a look where we are. Okay, so we get in there. So just a bit more now. So scale and bring it up to about there. That looks like a tighter fit now. Press tab. Now press 1, Z wireframe. Now let's disable that, because what we've done, here is scaled it in. So let's move all this back to there. Press Z, solid. Let's have a look, see where we are now. Yeah, so that's better. That's better. Okay, so we've done that. Now what we need to do next is to put more definition in this. So if you highlight that, press Control, and what we're going to do is put a series of loop cuts in here. We need much sharper edges there basically. So one there, one there. That's fairly tight there, so we need another one here. Drag it across here. Just keep moving up the line until we've got sharper definition on all those extrusions. We need one here. So here, tight up to there, there, tight up to there. Okay, press tab. That looks a lot better. Okay, so this one now, this one again, and we just need to highlight this. So go to click out and make sure nothing's selected. Go Z, wireframe, choose this outer edge. So range select, middle left mouse. So range select is B. Select that. Go back into solid mode. Press / to go back into global view. And what we're going to do is bring these out a bit to get that detail at the back. Press tab. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so now we'll choose the stub axle and press tab to go into edit mode. Put a loop cut, drag it to around about there, put another loop cut in fairly close to it, so bring it close as you can without merging. So to there. What we need to do now is grab these two edge loops. Okay. And what we're going to do is extrude and scale outwards. So once again, make sure you're in bounding box. So ES and drag it out. To about there. Put some loop cuts in here, drag it towards the end, here, and drag it towards the end, and likewise on the end face, there and there. And now we need to position that so it's sitting on there. So what I'm going to do is press Z, go into wireframe, and press B, range select, select all these, Z, go back into solid, and then just drag these back. So zoom in, drag it back so it's just so it just starts to intersect. Press, yeah, that's pretty good. Right, so now to get the axle, press tab to go into edit mode, pick the innermost edge. So let's go to Z wireframe. Right, we need to pick this innermost edge here. So Alt, left mouse click, choose that. Okay, go into front view. And right, go into tab again. We only need this bit. So where are we? I'm trying to find it now. Oh, I'm at the back. Okay. So tab to make sure that, press forward shift. So we got this. Tab to go into edit mode. Tilt it a little bit. Make sure you get that innermost edge here, because that's what we're going to extrude to be the axle. Press 1 to go into front view. Make sure that the mirror is enabled and that you've enabled clipping. So if you haven't enabled clipping, tick the little box here, and what we're going to do is extrude it all the way to the middle. So E and X, and extrude it all the way to the middle until it locks. Z solid. So there we are, we've got that. So forward slash to bring everything back, go into front view again. Now I'm going to put a loop cut in here. Roughly there. What I'm going to do now is press Ctrl and B to bevel it. So I'm going to bevel it to about there. Scroll. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back. Ctrl Z. Right. Ctrl B. Bevel it to here. And before you click anything, scroll up on your mouse, and that puts a segment in. Okay. And then click. Left mouse click. Okay. Choose this outermost edge, this innermost edge, and this one, and bring it down. Disable this one, B. So go into wireframe, make sure that everything's deselected on here. Z solid, and just pull this out a bit to here. Grab this one, pull this back to about here. Now choose this one and this one. Let's pull it down some more. Grab this one, that edge loop there, and bring it in. So we're gradually getting that shape now. So now this one, just highlight this, pull this down some more so it's a curve. Press tab. There we've got our axle. We don't need any sharp edges in it or anything like that. So there we are. Okay, so before we do anything else, we'll go into Object and Shade Smooth. Now we need to make sure that all our objects, that the origin is in the world center. So what I'm going to do is to call out the front wheel axle. go into the outliner over here, rename it. It won't let me rename it for some reason. Okay, so what we need to do is go to there, go to set origin, origin to 3D cursor, go back, Control A, location, Control A, rotation. They're the ones that I usually use, and then hide it, and then go to each of these in line and make sure that you've done the same. So just to make sure that we know what we're doing, so go to object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor, okay, then press Control A, apply location, Control A again, apply rotation. Okay, right, thanks for watching, see you in the next episode, bye.